Okay, this is Cliff Tom, and this is, man, the dates are flying by here already, June 22nd, 2023, and this is with my new university, the great Walailak. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So this is my first full year teaching in lovely Thailand and one of the more spectacular public universities here in Thailand. So I'm recording this prior to my students entering. They're very busy. It's extremely hot here, so I think this is a good idea to use more online hybrid education. It does become rather unbearable during the day because we're so close to the equator. So that said, this is now the second week, right? Going into our second week. Obviously, it's a huge public university. And so I'm just speaking for posterity, for anybody wanting to know how I operate my beginning classes to get to know students. But obviously, any language building is reading, writing, and listening, right? And then in between as well. Ayada, hello. So I'm just talking to Yada, Siti Sangwan. Hello, hello. You're early, so just bear with me. I'm just talking over my recording here. And then, yes, hello as well. So my good students are entering, but so there's obviously subsets to each of those as well. So a duty I would think of any language instructor is to work on all facets, right? Unless it's a particular course. It could be business English writing, but those again are subsets of a particular language. So for at this level, hopefully we'll get to work on many of these. But how are you? Ayada, how are you? Ayada, how are you? Some nervous students, or maybe she walked away. And let me do, is it Ratan? Does this pop up? Hold on. Ratana Wali Churek, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good, very good, good. So I'm just talking, I'm recording this. I'm recording the beginning of our sessions, maybe the first 2 weeks, just for posterity, meaning for the future. So hopefully you guys can see how much you have progressed. So let's see. Okay. Is this, it's hard for me to see all the names at once, but okay, hello everybody. So this is why we will do a individual exam, I think, on the internet, and then we will do, did someone type to me? Good, okay. Ayada, okay, all right. So I understand this can be, there's pluses and minuses, right? Again, I think maybe I talked about this of online versus live, and it is at your discretion whether you want to, show yourself or not, right? I think it's a benefit and also a detriment that I cannot see you, but you can do two things at once. I think your generation is very creative. You are multitaskers. So I think that is good. So I won't even bother saying hello or taking attendance online. I believe that wastes time. So what I will do is, though, do individual assignments, right? That I think you will submit to me via email every day, right? During our class, I would hope so, during our time. So I will try to allot enough time, and then you can email me, and then you can depart, right, once you are finished. So I think that's a good way to enter the class. So, all right, welcome everybody. We are still early. So I was just talking. Oop, there we go. Well, just myself, I guess. I was just talking. Can I say myself? I don't know. But this has been updated as well as Zoom, but I was fortunate to have taught many of my Chinese university students on the internet, obviously due to the virus, for many years, for past 2 years, while you guys were at uni, if you're a sophomore here, or when you were in high school, right? We had online work. So We are all used to it now. But again, many pluses and many minuses. We will eventually use the breakout rooms. And I think I will just assign these automatically, right, of how many breakout rooms we need. This is very good. This is a good new feature of Zoom. So again, welcome everybody. I think you know me already, Cliff. I think I've gotten all of your emails. So I have all of your emails. So expect another email from me, right? A group email to the class, hopefully every week, right? Trying to explain what we're going to achieve. So again, if I'm repeating, it is for people that are coming in. So we still have more time before we begin. So today we'll just review the book. I think it's all right. It's a good book for your English stage. And we will proceed from there. Hopefully I can learn some Thai from you. 我不会台湾. I don't speak much Thai. I'm trying to learn slowly. All right. But I also believe when you're younger, you can learn more. So I think that's why I love college and university, right? You have the time to learn more than if you just started working. Right? Okay, welcome everybody. Let me see what the view is about too. Let's do speaker, gallery, immersive. That would be cool. Ah, this is always fun. Well, you want to do the regular classroom? Let's see what this is about. Cool. Let's start. All right, there we go. Interesting, right? This is new for me, but this is good. Just like our classrooms, our virtual classrooms, but I don't know how much longer we'll be using these because I need to show you some other information. But all right, welcome everybody. We still have time. I'm not sure how this works, if you can maybe split screen, but this is pretty cool. Hey, bam, 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 bam. All right. So yes, I was explaining to everybody. Hello, Girafon. Asaya, hello, welcome. iPhone, welcome. How are you? Sitting in the back. So yes, hopefully I will incorporate in our weekly sessions, of course, some English reading. It's always good to read with native speakers because it helps your pronunciation, your intellectuality, right? And intelligibility of how you speak and how you sound, right? So that's the goal, is to sound always like a native speaker, right? It's hard, but that's the goal. And then also reading comprehension and listening comprehension. So I'm going to show you how to design a page. Yes, hello, welcome, welcome. So coming up on our start time. This is very cool, but it only applies for this. And this would be a more dictatorial lecture or professing, not a interactive session, right? But this is cool. I dig it. All right. So yeah, let's just start beginning. Let me see what happens if I get rid of this. No, not end meeting. So I want to not support. We have reactions. Yeah, I just want the regular desktop. Right. So share. Okay. So there we go. I think the desktop is best because this is what we know, especially if you use an operating system such as Apple, right, or Microsoft, that it's easy for you to then complete works. Okay. All right. So your class, hopefully you all have our textbook, right, our digital textbook by now. So we will review that. Let's do how I would like your submissions. Okay, how it best works for me. Unfortunately, I do not read or write or speak any Thai. So that would just be a whole different avenue for me to learn at my age. But let me, so I always prepare my emails for you, but let me do another one here. Okay, so say this is your template. Let me get rid of this. Hello, welcome. So say this is your email. You can just do it in an email. You can be creative. Okay, I understand this generation. Maybe if you go to a native English speaking nation, enough for a graduate program, they will have a different way. Everyone has their different way. I am very flexible. So however, there's are certain standards that I like that is easier for me. You always want to make your professors, your lecturers' lives easier because then they will give you better grades. That's a note for you, right? You want to try, you want to do your best, but don't make their lives more difficult for sure. Because I will give you my schedule. Now I must have 400, at least 500 students, I think, maybe, right? At least 300, 400 students, right? So there's one of me and 300, 400 students of you. Some universities at the beginning will have a lecturer who literally just lectures. I think those are a thing of the past, because if it's just a teacher talking the whole time, why not record yourself and just send your students a video? It makes no sense. Very outdated and out of touch. So classes now need to be interactive and applicable, not for many reasons. So why just lecture? There's so many other professors that are the best in class, right? Or the smartest at what they do. So why not just have them watch YouTube videos the whole time, right? If you're just going to speak. So that makes no sense to me. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to our class. Sorry if I'm going to be repeating, but some people, as you know, are joining. One of the many struggles of being a teacher, right, or a professor is that you got to continuously repeat, or coming and going. There we go, every time we hear the ding dong. I wonder if I can turn that down, but that's all right. It doesn't bother me. Hopefully it doesn't bother you. Okay, everybody, so for assignments, right, for me, I would do the date. Okay, so today's June 2nd, 22nd, sorry. And I go by the Gregorian calendar. I think in Thailand, maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? And China does something different. So if you could do that, that would be great. Just do the date, right? And if you could also include our class, right? So for you guys, let me get rid of this book. And this is great. So I can show you more online than I can in a classroom, right? Especially in a boxed classroom, which is very old-fashioned as well. I think universities will somehow change so dramatically here in the next 20, 30 years, right? With the advent of technology. But I can show you so much more intimately, right? If you really care about the subject and you want to learn, which hopefully you do, then you're focused in, right, on your phone. If you're just looking at your phone, it's good, it's fair enough, because I'm not really asking you to do much, although I would like you to be on a PC, because for me, typing is better, but if you can text, that's fine. So you're really plugged in, right? You're really watching. Whereas if you're in class, right, you're just sitting there and you just, I don't know what you're watching, right? But that's why I try to make our live classes interactive and have you use your phones, right, for something associated with our class. Okay, so that said, your class, this is my schedule. I'll give this to you in an email later. So I am a very observant, or I am a very, visual learner is what we would say. So that's why I color code and color coordinate things. So I remember all of your faces. There are many of you. I will say hello to you, but names. It's so many people, right, for we professors to remember. So forgive me if I don't remember all 400 of my students' names, but that is also why we do submissions, while you turn in assignments, to give you credit as well. Okay, so for today, it is Thursday. So this is your class. So I have you live, right, on Monday. So that is a relatively quick turnaround, right? You only have 5 days in between from Thursday to Monday. So I'll try, as we're getting on the page here, right? So I will try to give you a heads up. I'll try to notify you what we're doing each week. Okay, so this is your class. Okay, so June, so I would do for everything, for all of your submissions, everyone that has just come in, this is how I would like you to type and submit it to me. So do the date first, right? Okay, and then you can do your class. Yes, so do Gen 64-124, 29. Okay, then your name, right? So let's do Sawadi, Cop, whatever, right? Whatever your name is, do your name here. Okay, and obviously in pinyin is what we would say in Chinese, right? When they type the sound or the tone. I don't know how you would call that, changing your lovely Thai writing or drawing, right, into English, but obviously for English, for my benefit, okay? So that would be called your heading. This is called a heading, right? Comments. So generally this is called a heading, right? Am I able to do this? It's been a while, right? A heading, okay? That is what I want your heading to look like. Okay, welcome everyone. Maybe I'll post this online if you're coming later, if you're confused. But I think I will also then do this in class next week, live, right? So this is how I would like your submissions to me. That makes most sense for my brain. And again, you always want to make your professors' lives easier, not more difficult. All right, so, and then also, let me drag this down. So also, we Western readers, people of France, people of Italy, of Spain, of Germany, we read better when it is Times New Roman, okay? And generally a 12-point, okay? Again, you are making my life easier because my brain is trained and my eyes on Times New Roman 12, okay? So please do this. It will make my life easier when I look at your papers, okay? So do Times New Roman 12, okay? And you can just do it from left to right for me, right? Some do it in the middle, but let's just do it left to right. So whatever assignment, I don't know what assignment, so let's do maybe talk, right, about myself, okay? And then underline that, right? So where is the underline? Here we go. And let me do a note on this. Comment. Okay, so this is called a new comment. This is called a heading, right? Or a header in English, right? A heading or a header. Okay, so that should be right below. And again, try to make everything Times New Roman and 12-point. Okay, so that's great. And then whatever assignment I have to give you, then you just type it in below. Some people like, okay, so talk about yourself. My name is, Sawadi, right? Or whatever, Sawadi, period. I come from whatever, Shakta, Phuket, Chiang Rai, whatever. So you can do this, or you can start indenting the paragraph, right? So we will start getting into more academic English writing. So if you do, right, study in a native English speaking country, right, if you get your graduate degree, they will more or less have you do something like this, right? Very similar. So it's good to start learning now. Also, I know some of you are wonderful medical students, right? Again, and English is our second language and it's not going anywhere. I think it will always be our second language. So if you have, even if a Cambodian comes to our wonderful hospital here, or if you are working in Bangkok, right? So many foreigners, but everyone learns, right, to read English or try to understand it. So it's good for you medical students, right, especially to know how to type in English. Okay, yeah, I'll save this, right? So I'll just type this Cliff likes, okay, on my desktop. All right, moving on, everyone. The goal again of our sessions is for me not to speak the entire time, but for you to actually apply and do something, right? Let's see. You can't see my face? Okay. Well, now you can't, right? Can I see your face? All right. So I think you can see my face now. It's just a matter of how you manipulate, right? Yes, you can see my face, right? So we've got the background. I can't see any of your faces, but again, that is your prerogative, right? If you want to be faceless, right? That's up to you. All right. So I do expect you throughout this class, the online session is to do your group assignments and to speak eventually, right? Okay, so moving on, let's do our book, jump into our book. You should all have your digital textbook. I will send this to you again. Let me drop this down. Let me drop this down. I will send this to you again, everyone. Probably Sunday, right? I think either Saturday or Sunday evening, right, is when I will send you information. Okay, so I know this is again a quick turnaround for our Monday session coming up, but I'm sorry, right? We've had a lot of changes to our schedule. So okay. All right, I love the typing. More and show me more, enlarge the screen. I don't understand. Well, but can you see this? Hopefully you can see this. And hopefully maybe you're the only person with the issue. So, but I will also post this on the internet, right? On my YouTube channel. And I hope I will give you extra credit. If you create a YouTube channel for our class, I will give you extra points, okay? So English conversational skills or conversation skills. Okay, so our first session, right, is the unit 1. I would like to think we will be rolling very expediently or fast, more quickly as we get our schedules and our permanent classes, but I think this is good so we can spend time. Okay, it is always good to know, right, what we are talking about and to do some of your own research and investigation. Okay. For me, YouTube is fabulous. And thankfully, it is legal in this country. It is illegal in China for whatever reason. So let's go up onto YouTube. Okay, I'm going to sign in. And hopefully it's covered. So they are smart. They're catching on. They're always smarter than we are, Google. Okay. So when you read your book, right, it is English. They do not have, this is all right with me, they don't have a English. This is an immersive course. So they don't have the translation, right, between English and Thai and English, which I think is good. As you get older, you need this more because your brain is already concentrated on that language. But I think hopefully you guys do not. Okay, so past simple tense, right? So you just type in what is. Okay, and there is a plethora of information, right, that are very good, these wonderful teachers that I subscribe to. So I highly recommend that you subscribe to these teachers. And this is something that you can increase your English lesson alone, right? So let's just do simple, past simple, right? So let's just watch this together. So, and again, subscribe to as many, right? You just click on this to as many English learning videos as possible, because then every time you know this, every time you type it in, it will go to your favorites and you also get notifications of anything new that they do. All right, let's watch this about I'm going to turn off my video so you look at this and not my handsome face, okay? So we're going to learn about past simple versus, oh, and this is in Thai too, so that's wonderful, right? Good, okay.
นี่คือกิจวัตรประจำวันยามเช้าของบ๊อบบี้ทุกเช้าบ๊อบบี้จะตื่นนอน6 โมงเช้าล้างหน้าแปรงฟันอาบน้ำแต่งตัวออกจากบ้านเวลา7 โมงเช้าขึ้นรถเมล์ก่อนเข้าเรียนเวลา8 โมงเช้าตั้งแต่จันทร์ถึงศุกร์บ๊อบบี้ทำแบบนี้เหมือนเดิมทุกเช้าบ๊อบบี้มีกิจวัตรแบบนี้ซ้ำๆเหมือนเดิมทุกสัปดาห์จนคาดเดาได้เวลาที่เราจะพูดถึงเหตุการณ์ที่ทำเป็นนิสัยหรือเป็นกิจวัตรแบบนี้เราจะใช้ tense ที่เรียกว่า present simple tense เช่น Bobby always wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning Bobby gets to school at 8 a.m. every morning ทั้งหมดนี้คือกิจวัตรของบ๊อบบี้ในปัจจุบันแต่ถ้าเรานั่งเครื่องย้อนเวลากลับไปเมื่อปีที่แล้วเราจะเห็นว่ากิจวัตรของบ๊อบบี้ตอนนั้นต่างจากปัจจุบันโดยสิ้นเชิงตอนนั้นบ้านของบ๊อบบี้ตั้งอยู่ข้างโรงเรียนเลยดังนั้นบ๊อบบี้จึงชะล่าใจว่ายังไงก็ไม่มีทางไปโรงเรียนสายทุกเช้าบ๊อบบี้จึงตื่นนอน7 โมงเช้าแต่กว่าบ๊อบบี้จะล้างหน้าแปรงฟันอาบน้ำแต่งตัวเสร็จก็กินเวลานานกว่าบ๊อบบี้จะได้ออกจากบ้านก็ปาเข้าไป8 โมงแล้วบ๊อบบี้จึงไปโรงเรียนสายทุกวันเมื่อก่อนตั้งแต่วันจันทร์ถึงศุกร์กิจวัตรของบ๊อบบี้เป็นแบบนี้ซ้ำๆจนคาดเดาได้เวลาที่เราจะพูดถึงเหตุการณ์ที่ทำเป็นนิสัยหรือเป็นกิจวัตรในอดีตแต่ปัจจุบันเลิกทำแล้วเราจะใช้ tense ที่เรียกว่า past simple tense เช่น Bobby woke up at 7 a.m. every morning Bobby left home at 8 a.m. every morning Bobby got to school late every morning พอเห็นแล้วใช่ไหมว่าทั้ง2 tense นี้ต่างกันอย่างไรสรุปแล้วเมื่อต้องการพูดถึงกิจวัตรเราสามารถใช้ได้ทั้ง present simple และ past simple tense ถ้าเป็นนิสัยหรือกิจวัตรที่ยังทำอยู่ในปัจจุบันเราจะใช้ present simple tense แต่ถ้าเป็นนิสัยหรือกิจวัตรที่ทำในอดีตแต่ปัจจุบัน
Okay, so that is excellent. And that is wonderful, right? For all of you Thai students. And if your brain, you need translation, right? To help you learn, then that's fine. We all learn differently. So this would be a good channel for you, right? But I am not going to subscribe to this because our classes with me will be none. Will be all immersive. But this is a very good reference, right, for you students that still need the translation, okay? So that YouTube is a wonderful tool, self-learning tool, very free and cheap. I actually enjoy learning my languages, but you have to pay for some of them. So I use Rosetta Stone, and I'll give you what I've learned. I love learning languages, so later on in emails, I'll give you some websites. So I really enjoy Rosetta Stone. So if you really want to increase your international English ability, and if you have a little extra money, I would participate maybe in also a paid platform, one that you like, okay? So let's drop that down. So that is the past simple tense. So now you know a little bit about past simple, but you should do this every week, right? So for example, the next session or unit will be present simple tense. So try to learn as much about English present simple and present continuous tenses as possible. Okay, and the next one for this unit, right, is phrasal verbs. So I'm going to be lazy and just copy and paste. Okay, so then, yeah, just what are English, right, phrasal verbs? And you can type this in Thai, right, but you'll get to learn more about it. Okay, find the right phrasal verbs for everyday life, right? And phrasal verbs. So these are all good. Again, these are ones that I have subscribed to. Let's see. Yeah, this one's pretty good. We'll just do this one. Okay, for now.
I'm going to share with you what I intended to say if I had been elected.
Okay,
in
I am not,
2016.
I haven't subscribed to this. I'm going to subscribe because I think this is a
My
good
fellow
one if I remember.
Phrasal
Okay.
verbs. They're very common in spoken and informal English. They indicate action. They're made up of two parts, a verb and a preposition or adverb. For example, stand up, sit down. In these phrasal verbs, the adverb or preposition comes directly after the verb. Sometimes the preposition or adverb is placed after the object. For example, put your books away. We can also say, put away your books. The order of the object and preposition or adverb can usually be changed unless we are using a pronoun for our object. For example, let's use the pronoun them in place of the books. We say, put them away. We cannot say, put away them. If using a pronoun as the object of a phrasal verb, it must go between the verb and preposition or adverb. The meaning of some phrasal verbs are more obvious. They're literal. Stand together with up means to stand up. Put with away means to put away. But many phrasal verbs are not literal. They're figurative. The meaning of a phrasal verb can often be something completely different to the base verb. This means that phrasal verbs need to be memorized individually. Take this phrasal verb, make up. The verb make means to build or form something. You could make a pizza. But used in the phrasal verb make up, the meaning is completely different. Make up refers to people forgiving each other. I wanted to make up with my friend after our fight. Here's another phrasal verb, look up. It can be used literally. He looked up in the sky. But the same phrasal verb can be used to mean to search for information in a book or database. He looked up the word in his dictionary. When you come across a phrasal verb you don't know, try looking for clues in the sentence to help you work out what it might mean. You might be surprised how often you can work them out.
All
In the
right.
meantime, get practicing.
So that, again, that is another very good educational, informative, easy teaching. So subscribe to this one, right? I like English. She is from Australia. Okay, now if you want to see my handsome face, is that better, everyone? All right, and tiny teaching, there are just so many. There are loads, as the British would say. All right, so let's drop that down. And then, so now you know a little bit, right, about what our unit or what our lesson is about. Let me drop that down again and make this a little bit larger. So again, my goal, I would hope to think any competent language teacher's goal is to speak less, for me to talk less, as less and less, as we continue, and to have you speak English more and to do more English, more and more, right? So now I am here, it's like a weight, right? So we're getting to know each other's love, and then slowly, right, for you to do more and more international English. Okay, so now we know more about our unit. You've done some research, right? And then we can drive on here. Okay, unit 1, about me. So at the end of this unit, students will be able to speak and share a personal narrative about childhood using simple past tense and phrasal verbs, of which we just learned a little bit about. I may or may not spend time with those videos, right? So that is for you. That is your homework. So you are prepared for this class because I will be calling on you, right? Again, so I know your names and I will be marking down. If you don't answer quickly, right? We need to keep the class going. Then you are not prepared, right? It's as simple as that. So that is, I'm a very cool, I think a very happy, easygoing professor or lecturer, because I know how difficult it is to learn a foreign language or a different language. So, but as long as you try, and as long as you are improving, that is all that matters, right? Because I know you are doing your best. Okay, we will hopefully improve our speaking skill by using the simple past through a paired or pair presentation. I would have typed in a paired presentation. All right, and we will practice writing skills through drafting our stories or your stories, and also improve our listening skills by listening to our friends' stories. Okay, our warm up, right? So here we see many lovely children blowing bubbles, some other children, right, playing in the park, and then some other children kicking a ball. I guess that's the goal or the post. Okay, can we identify what memorable moments in the photos above are all about? That is, I wouldn't expect you to, at this point. Maybe this will be our writing assignment before you go, because this is rather intuitive. I think this stretches your ability at this point. Okay, do you recall some memorable highlights in your life? Again, so both of these are pretty, especially at the first unit of the first book, pretty difficult. So, okay, vocabulary and pronunciation. Match the vocabulary with the meaning and pronounce the words correctly. All right, let's see who we have here. All right, so number 1, adventure. And when you see the N, there should be a period there, but that's all right. When you see the N, that is a noun, right? In Chinese, mingzi, just here you go, mingzi. So number 1, an adventure is an exciting experience. Okay, again, I'm not sure why they just jump right into that without having a story, but I didn't draft it. Okay, so adventure is an exciting experience. Let's do, I can't, oh yes, Ratanwali Churek, hello? Ratanwali Churek. So again, I'm very lenient. Yes, hello? Hello?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you? How are you? Right, hello? Ratanwali Churek?
I'm not fine.
Fine, okay, good. Hopefully I will teach you more more emotive verbs, right, than just fine. I'm tired, teacher, right? I'm sleepy, I'm hungry, right? Continue, let's go. Okay, Ratanwali Charek, hello? Ratanwali.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, okay, how about number 2? Do you know which one? Favorite. Which one? A, B, C, D? What do you think? Right, I think it is A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J. Give me one. Favorite. That's okay if you don't know, right? So I want you to read these sections, right, before you come to class. It's also part of your homework, right? Team Kung. Hello, Team Kung.
Teacher, I
Yes?
think C.
Which one? Favorite?
I think C.
Yes. So favorite, right, is I think it's a like two things, maybe opportunity or share. I don't know, right? But favorite is one. British English, right? There is a difference between British and UK. So in the UK, United Kingdom, England, they will spell favorite, Faourite, favorite. And then USA, I am from the USA, right? We will spell it Favorite, right? Favorite without the U's. I don't know why, but that's all right. So for our class, this is also something that you can just continuously learn. I think textbooks are now a stagnant thing, right? Because we are constantly learning and observing everything around us. So I think we are more facilitators than teachers, right? Because I would like to think this time together, we are dedicated to learn English, because I know, right when we are ending this class, you're going right back to Thai, right? Right back to learning Thai. I would like to think maybe you want to learn more English by yourself, but I know, right? We always fall back is a phrasal verb, right? We fall back onto what we know best, right? So when I am relaxing, I watch Netflix, right? In English, right? Many English movies, but you probably read the Thai, right? Some of you read the Thai with the movies. So this is something you can learn by yourself. So again, I'm not sure if I shared this with your class, but I will do this very frequently, probably every class I will do this. So for adventure, to increase your knowledge, right? You can just copy it however you want. Use a dictionary, and you have one on your phones, right? On the app, I would do English dictionary and put this on your phone, okay? So I will show you. Let me move this down or move this over. Okay, and move this down. So here is dictionary. Okay, this is a very British dictionary. So right, if you want to study in England, or maybe Australia has more of a British Commonwealth tone, maybe even Canada, right? USA, we are a little bit different. So you just paste, right? Well, adventure, it didn't come out. Okay, and then that is their own search bar. So adventure, it's a noun, right? And it has the British UK pronunciation. Adventure, right? And then US, we're more flat tone. Adventure, right? British, adventure, right? USA, adventure. So adventure is an unusual, exciting, and possibly dangerous activity, such as a trip or experience, or the excitement produced, right? So this will help you to understand, right? It's good to look in the native English dictionary. I think your English is good enough to where this will help you to continue. And it also has this in Thai too, right? So this will be good. This is a more American dictionary, right? Dictionary.com. There's many different ones out there. Use any one that you like, right? So adventure. And the same pops up, but this is more of an American one, just American. I don't know, but yeah, just like America, it's not working. But hold on. It's my commentary of the day. Adventure, right? So it's got the use, the verbal use, right, as well as the verb. And this is another great way to increase. I will be doing this many times because I'm a big fan of doing this to increase your knowledge. I'm always looking up Chinese words, right? Because I want to know more Chinese. Go to a thesaurus. I don't want this. Close. All these ads, right? So this is called a thesaurus. So I will share this with you. I will try to remember, Cliff, try to remember to include this on your weekly emails, but I will at some point, right? For sure. So again, you could just type in adventure. And sorry if this is boring if we did this already, but this is very important, right? For you and for your learning. So it's an adventure could be an experience, an exploit, a feat, a scene. So again, if it's in the red, they are very closely associated together between adventure and these other words. If they are in the orange, they are just a little bit associated. And then yellow, right? That one's maybe emprise. I haven't heard that in a while. And then adventure are less associated, okay? So, but this increases, right? Exponentially increases your English learning. Okay, welcome or welcome back, whoever is joining. Okay, so moving forward. So we will, let's see, a half an hour in. Yeah, try it for another 40 or so minutes. And then I think I will end on a submission, give you time in class. I'm not big on homework. I would like to think that you will want to learn English, right? Because it's an international language. I know if I was Chinese, or if I was Russian, or if I was Laotian, or if I was Thai, I would want to learn international English, right? Or Japanese, right? I would want to, because it's just the most commonly used language, right? Every airport, every conference, right, is in English, right? So you should want to learn more outside of class, and it will help you in our class, right? So we can communicate better too, right? Okay, so pulling up the book. Good, drop that down again. This is always a pain to do. Make this louder. Okay, so vocabulary and pronunciation. This is why we are hired. This is why native language speakers are hired, right? So for you to sound more intelligible, more understanding to in your English, as much as maybe we make fun of each other, maybe different accents, Australian, British, right? What have you, Irish, South African, right? We sound different. But we can all understand each other, right? There's still a base to native English speaking. So that's why you take lessons, right, from a native speaker, any country, right? If I was wanting to learn Thai, I want to learn from a Thai teacher, right? Because I want to talk naturally. I want to talk like a Thai person, right? Okay, so, well, that's my opinion, right? There's some great non-native speakers. So that is just my, I guess, my prejudging or my discriminatory concept of language, right? I don't know. All right, so match the vocabulary. This again is something you can do by yourself, and we will gradually work on your international English pronunciation. Okay, I think that was it, right? Was that 4? Now I get confused. Yes, 4. Okay, and then 5. Okay, good. All right, let's work on some of your reading. All right, now it's your turn. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. So these are 5 stories from your childhood to share with your friends. Okay, your life before as kids was a rich landscape, let's hope, of the experiences that made you, you. Okay, now that you have grown up, you can take this opportunity, 5 syllables, right? Those are sounds. So opportunity, to remember 3 syllables, right? And share the best parts of your own childhood. Okay, sharing your childhood memories with your friends helps you plug in to. I don't know, should that have been into? That should have been one word, maybe. into the experience. So 4 syllables, experience. That helps you maybe, right? Sometimes to pronounce, right? Experience. They are having now and connect through the things you have in common. Okay, hopefully let me pick on somebody here. Okay, Theodore, or not Theodore. Why am I saying Theodore? Maybe your English name is Theodore. Thatsani. Hello, Thatsani. Okay, again, as we progress, I will be marking, right, people that aren't here, because I don't think you're here if you're not participating. All right, so hello, Tatsani. Nope, not here, I guess. Okay, Piatida. Hello, Piatida. Not here too. So you just signed in, but you're not here. Okay, Asaya. Hello, Asaya. Asaya, not here. Okay. So for future reference, today I don't care. But if you don't answer, I will mark you absent, right? Okay, good. So Siri Suwan, hello. Hello, Siri Suwan. Hello. Let's get rid of this. I actually like the box here better. Was that a volunteer? Siri Suwan, where are you? Right, and this has got to go quick. You've got to be quick because we have a certain amount of time, and then we want to cover, right, all of our information. So Siri Sawan, where are you? No, let's try this person. Siri Sawan. Hello, Kamonchak or Siri Sawan. Hello, I cannot hear you. Right, I want you to read, just read, not speak. I want you to read this. So can I have a volunteer, somebody? Okay, so no one's speaking. So right, so this will need to end. Okay, for our online sessions. So then I'll have to make you guys speak more on a Monday. Hello, Siri Tuan? Siri Tuan, okay, good. Can you read this, please, in English, obviously? So it might be... Hello, Siri Tuan?
It might be an effective to deliver a weekend of camping.
Your friend is a good English reader. Good. I will read for you, right? We will work on this together. That's okay, right? This is why I'm here to help you, right? It's always good to have an English, a native English, well, a native language speaker help you, guide you, right, in that language, because it will help your accent and help your intelligibility too, right? So it might be an epic trip to Disney World in Florida, USA. A weekend of camping, or simply the Saturday you drove to the city to go to the big movie theater. Find a memory of the time you shared joy and connection with your family, right? Over an outing together, and share the tale with your friends. Okay, good. So I understand. Let me maybe see one more person, right? So we are also working on our English reading. So Wiyada Wundla. Hello, Wiyada Wundla. Wiyada Wundula. Hello, good. Okay, can you please read us this, your first day of school? Hello, Uyada, can you read this? So many us.
Many of us remember our first day of school. Maybe it's what a milestone like your first day of high school. Or maybe it's what a particular year where you really love your new outfit or the special school surprise you got. Tell your friends how you felt about going, what the school was like, what people you remember meeting, and any other details that stand out in your mind.
Wow, we have that, right? Very good. That was excellent. Oh, they missed a grammar, right? You should always put the period after every sentence. So there's no period here, but that's all right. Okay, so I will read. That was wonderful. We had a good job, ladies. Very good, right? Just try. That's all that matters, right? Try, especially when we are online, right? We are together close. So just give it a try. Okay, so many of us remember our first day of school. Maybe it was a milestone, like your first day of high school, or maybe it was a particular, right? 3 syllables, four, sorry. Particular year where you really loved your new outfit. Outfit is like clothes, right? Clothes. Or the special school, special, right? So special. And you can look at this, right? So there's also ways you can also look this up. I love the internet, right? I love technology, so it's great. So spacious is also a word, but this is special. Special school supplies you got. Tell your friends how you felt about going, what the school was like, and what people you remember meeting, and any other details that stand out in your mind. Okay, excellent. So I think I know where we're going with this session. And again, for those of you who would like to increase your English reading skills, okay, I will drop this down. Just go ahead and type in, right? How to, or English reading help, right? There's many different, right? And Thai, and then this will just help you reading and practice. Okay, fabulous. So subscribe to this, right? I'm going to subscribe because I'm your teacher.
Listen and practice.
Right, so fabulous. So this is great.
If we would like to improve our English, one thing we can do is to build up our vocabulary.
So this will help you. So this one is called English Practice Every Day. So maybe we will do some of this as we progress along. Hopefully I'll be your teacher now. Our schedules have changed almost every day, but hopefully I will be your instructor, right? Right, for the rest of the term, right? Hopefully. So this is another great tool that you can, outside of class, right, increase your English reading. Again, I enjoy it in my time, but unfortunately they do not have Thai. I don't know why they don't have Thai. I don't know why they don't have Thai. But this is, I've paid into Rosetta Stone. So I'm brushing up on my bad Chinese, brushing up, another phrasal verb. So I think this costs a little money, but I have it for my lifetime. I really enjoy it. So let me see where this goes. Hopefully it will pop up here soon. Okay, so this is my name. I'm learning Chinese Mandarin, right? So you would just go home here. Right, well, you'd have to buy this program. There's many, right? Many good ones. I think Rosetta Stone is pretty good. For some reason, it is stuck. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, maybe I have to hit this first. Not now. Okay, so just go to home here. Right, if you do Rosetta Stone. Okay, well, I'm back at home, but let's switch this. So I've got Mandarin, so I'm going to switch languages. And I wanted to learn some Thai, but they do not. So you can buy this for your lifetime. It's Arabic, Chinese, Dutch, English, American, right? Versus English, British. They also have Filipino, right? Tagalog. They have French, German, Greek, Hebrew, right? Hindi, Irish, right? The old Gaelic, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Latin, Persian, many. They have Vietnamese, right? So they have Vietnamese. What are Southeast Asian languages? They only have Vietnamese. All right, but so if you want to go to America, right, or maybe Canada, you would want American English, right? If you want to go to maybe Australia too, very similar, or New Zealand maybe, or UK, you would do British English. So we'll tap on that. Okay. I was doing this, I think, with my son, right? So they've got many different ways to practice your overall skill. And it increases. I think this is very good. So reset my score. I'll just show you here briefly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, good. Okay. So it's very interactive, right? Kind of how I like to make my sessions with you. Interactive, hopefully.
Reading.
Reading. Right?
Reading.
Good. And this is
Ding.
British. I'm American. Ding. See, maybe a
Ding.
different sound. American English,
Cooking.
British. Cooking.
Cooking. King.
King. All right. So you get the
King.
idea, right? This is something you can practice on your own if you want to, right? Increase and get better. Okay. So this is going to be your assignment. Okay. This is going to be an individual assignment. Okay. Let me drop this down. I'm going to make this bigger. And this is how I also take attendance to know if you're paying attention, okay? So, as I said before, this is how I like you to submit your assignments. Okay, generally with this heading, right? So the date, our class, right? And your name. And then in the subject heading, no, forget this. Let's remove this. So in the subject, right, would be, what's the title? Well, nope, sorry, I don't want that. So the title of this is called, drop this down, make this bigger. Okay, so the title of this assignment, right, is called 5 Stories from Your Childhood. Okay. So here we go. Don't want that. Okay, so this should be in your subject in your email. Okay. Okay, and then the date below, just go ahead and do the date. Get in the habit, even though you will see the email that comes back to me, we'll have the date and the time stamped too, I understand. But this is for more academic writing, right? I'm trying to prepare you if you get your master's or study abroad, right? Or your doctorate, if you get your doctorate abroad, that would be great. Okay, so do this, the subject heading. Okay, I'm going to do one myself. So I'm going to give you an example of how I like my assignment. So I'm going to my Gmail account. Okay, so I'm going to compose an email to myself. This is my other email account. So again, the subject, right, for today will be 5 stories from your childhood. That is great. Perfect. Everyone the same, okay? But then, Okay, and then get in the habit, sorry. So today's date, do this, right? Just get in the habit. And you can do it in a Word and attach it, a Word document. You can be creative. I love creation. That's wonderful. We're all about creation. Why is this popping up? Sure, why not? So then do June, right? Today will be the 22nd, 2023. Please, you can use that. Again, preparing you for the Gregorian calendar, right? 2023. Your name, even though it will come from you, I know many of you have Black Ninja email, right? That doesn't help me. So put your name so I can give you credit. So whatever. Sawadika, right? Sawadika. All right, put your name. I've got mine below, but I know your generation doesn't do much emailing. So do that. And then from here, so today, our book, okay, will be 5 stories. I want you, this is your assignment. Hopefully everyone is listening for today. Okay, and then once I get your email, right, I will see you Monday. Have a good have a good weekend, and I will see you Monday. So let me make this larger. So I want you to pick one. Okay, and I want you to describe, right, your first day, your favorite family vacation, or your first day of school, or an animal adventure, or your passionate hobby, or your favorite season, okay? I'm going to pick my favorite season, okay? So I'm going to copy this. Okay, and then I'm going to enlarge this and paste this. All right, and this should be bigger. Again, I'm an old man, so my eyesight, you see me squint. So make your professors' lives easier for us, right? We have so many students, so we want an easier existence like everybody. So try to make this bigger, right? So large. And then we do serif. Here is okay. Serif or something style like this. And then maybe this should be underlined, okay? And you don't have to indent. You can just do this. So your favorite season, I want from you. Okay, we have much time. We have another hour. So I want 2 paragraphs, okay? So for example, so your directions, right, or instructions is, I want a 2 paragraph description of one of the 5, right? So one of the 5 categories on page, what is this? Page, sorry, bear with me, everybody. On page, unit 1, I think page 4, okay? So from our textbooks, unit 1, page 4, I want a 2-paragraph description of just one of the 5, right, in your life, right? Okay, so those are the instructions. You don't need to type this in your email, right? So I know what the instructions are, but I'm going to highlight it for you. So for example, right, in a paragraph, I will help guide your English writing as we go forward. But for example, so I will be British today. So my favorite, and I'm not going to highlight this, do not highlight this. So my favorite season of the year is springtime, because I love seeing the animals coming out to play. That is a phrasal verb, to play. I also like seeing the flowers bloom and the fresh air smells. Springtime is a time where family and friends can come together for barbecues, unless you're a vegan, barbecues and get-togethers. Here's a phrasal verb as well. So 2 paragraphs, a paragraph, okay? So a paragraph is 4 to 6 sentences. Okay, so this is just 2, right? This is a sentence, right? So this is, I only have 3, so now I must add more, okay? Springtime is a time where family and friends can come together for barbecues and get-togethers and enjoy each other's company. Okay, this is not possessive, right? There we go. It is also the beginning of the school year where we get to learn, right? Learn more. Okay, and then so that is a decent, that is okay, right? That is an okay first paragraph, but I want 2 today, all right? Because you guys weren't participating. No, I'm not punishing you, right? But you can do this, okay? So your favorite season, my favorite season of the year is springtime because I love seeing the animals coming out to play. I also like seeing the flowers bloom and the fresh air smells. Springtime is a time where family and friends can come together for barbecues and get-togethers and enjoy each other's company. It is also the beginning of the school year where we get to learn more. I'm going to be nice today, and I'm going to change this to just 1 paragraph. So that is good. Okay, now I know it is very tempting to cheat, right? We're always asking ourselves, why? You know, Anjan, teacher, we have the technology now. We don't need to learn anything. Well, I will also email you some information because the East and the West languages are very dissimilar. Okay, French, Spanish, and German and English, it's more similar. It's more easy to learn when you know these Germanic Anglo-Saxon languages than to learn an Asian language, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Vietnamese, right? They're different, way different. Let's see who's chatting. A Facebook group. No. Okay, no, because I've got 5 different classes. So to be honest, don't have the time to monitor any of this, right? So what I will do is email you once a week and put out information to you, right? I think in language, the most difficult part now is speaking. So hopefully you will be able to speak more in our classes than just me talking, right? You can just watch a video. I'm going to put this on YouTube, right? Why even bother with class? Why even, right? Unless you apply and practice a skill. If you want to become an architect, you must build with an architecture teacher so they can guide you, right? If you want to be a mathematician, you must work with someone that is good at math to help them guide you. If you want to learn Chinese, you must work with a Chinese master to help them guide you, right? So yes, no, it would be, sorry, it will be a waste of time. It's too much, right? All right, so this is so just a 1 paragraph description. For those of you wanting to cheat, it's so easy, but I will tell you why it is not. Okay, so for example, right? A very popular translating tool, Google Translate. Let's go, right? So this will just be detected. Now you can cheat, right? You can type in Thai and think you can be clever. Okay, what else here? The deadline is today, right? So class, you have 1 hour to do this, right? So I want the timestamp, right? You have 1 hour to complete this. So look, so this is in English, and let's do this as Thai, and then let's change this into Thai. Okay, ding dong, right? It doesn't make any sense this way. Now watch, it gets even crazier, right? Watch, so if I cut and paste this, okay, so you know this, and now watch. Thai to English, now watch. Okay, does this sound similar? My favorite season of the year is spring because I like to see animals come out and play. I also like watching flowers bloom and breathing fresh air. Similar, but it doesn't sound correct, right? To me as an English teacher, it's okay, but I can tell that you use Google Translate, right? Spring is a time when family and friends come together to barbecue, socialize, and enjoy company, right? So this doesn't make any sense. Ding dong doesn't make any sense. And it is also the beginning, right? So ding dong, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Hello today. Yes, today. Our class ends at 7. So yes, okay. So I'm going to get rid of this. Let's drop this down. So you have 1 hour to send this to me. Okay. So I'm going to send this all to you, to your class. Okay, let me see here. So it is due to me within the hour. We have you have 1 hour. I will log off. Okay, so you don't have to, you can by any means email me your phone, whatever. I will log off. Let me get rid of this. There we go. All right, so this is your class. You are, again, see, I've got so many students, right? So what are you, 16? Is it 69 or 92? Sorry. Yes, you guys are Gen 124. Okay, so I'm going to, where's 124? 29, right. Okay, so I'm going to email you all of this. You have the rest of the class period, right, to email me back. Copy. Okay, I'm emailing this to all of you. Who's this person? Oh, I don't know. There you go. Is that better? Okay, I'll have to change that. You didn't type in your name that well? Yes. Good. I think I sent that to you. I did? Why is this no 3B? There. Why not? Oh, you are in there. So I did it twice. You are in there. All right. So I'm going to send this to you. What is this now? All right. Well, we have our class. Right. Our class is scheduled for another hour. So, right. Today I will let you be free, but do this, right? This is your assignment. But let's try to maximize that time, right? I don't give you any homework, but I do try to maximize the time that we have together. All right, I'm going to send this to you. Send it back to me. Kapung kap. Good to see you, and I will see you Monday. So let me send this to you right now. Okay, so you should have it. Well, great. Yeah, sure. Okay. Kapung kap. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. And email me this, right? Try to by the end of class. So you have 15 minutes. If you have to do something important, I understand too. Okay. All right. See you guys Monday. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.